Going on YouTube, welcome back to the Thomas Gallery. Today y'all going with me on a walk, and I'm going to talk about pet peeves. Those who know what pet peeves are, they are events or occurrences that happen that annoy you. They can be minor, they can be considered minor to other people, but to you they just irk your nerves, right? So we all have them. You know, that thing that just ugh, like whenever it happens, you just can't stand it. So I have a few pet peeves of my own. One of my pet peeves, probably my biggest one, is punctuality. I can't stand being late. I hate it when someone is late. I hate it when someone says they're going to be somewhere, or if I say I'm going to be somewhere and something outside of my control prevents me from being on time like I promised. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Punctuality, because punctuality says a lot about you, whether you know it or not. To me, punctuality says that you are willing to hold yourself accountable. You respect the person and the task that's upon you, so much so that you're willing to be there on time. I follow the old saying: if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, don't bother showing up. No, I heard that expression as a child, and it fits so well with my train of thought that I've adopted it throughout my entire life. You know, if you're always early somewhere, it shows that person that you're willing to do what it takes to get the job done. Or if you're going to a meeting or something and you show up early, it shows that that potential partner, that potential client, that potential boss, that the one thing you can count on me to do is be on time. Like they always say, the best ability to have is availability. If you can't be available for something, then well, we don't need you. So a pet peeve of mine. Another pet peeve of mine, this is just my own pet peeve, is when it comes to like grammar, the proper use of words and pronunciation and enunciation. Maybe it's just me. But I figure if you're going to use words from a language, whether it's your natural language or not, the least you can do, I'm checking the mail right now. Okay. No mail? Oh well. The least you can do is learn the proper usage of those words. Learn the rules of the language, so you don't offend somebody when you're speaking to them. I don't care if it's English, Spanish, I don't care what it is. All languages have rules that govern that language. And if you're going to learn that language, if you're going to spend that time and energy and effort into learning that language, the least you can do is be respectful to the language and learn the rules. Now, what really pisses me off is for the people who speak that language naturally. Like if your first language is English, yet you still butcher the language. To me, that's just a capital offense. Like knowing the difference between there, and they are. Like the contraction they are makes there as in they, like, they over there, the group of people over there are doing something there, and there as in THEIR as in possessive. This is their car, and there as in THERE as in a direction. Go over there. Knowing the difference between that is so important. Or the difference between we're as in we are, were as in WERE. Oh, it's just, and this is for people who actually speak the language. Like, if you grew up speaking English, you're fluent in English, yet you still butcher the language. You need to get a donkey punch in the back of your head, man, for real. Jesus. I just don't get it. I mean, I get it if you don't know the masculine and feminine form for a word in Spanish. Like if you say, "Que pasó," and you're talking to a woman. I get it if you don't understand that. Although you should learn the language. If you're going to learn Spanish, learn the rules of the language. And when to use O if it's masculine, and A if it's feminine, or if it's mixed company, you use O. I get that. That's not your native language. I can kind of understand. Even though if you're going to speak the language, like I said, if you're going to speak it, learn the rules. But when it's your language you speak all the time, when it's your first language, how you gonna mess up that? If you only speak one language and you can't get that language right, I come on, man. I'm sorry. I'm just going for a tangent. That's, like I said, it's my pet peeve. It may be small. It may be small to some, but to me, that means a lot, because the proper use of words can show your true intent. When you're using words that don't actually go with the thought that you're trying to convey, a person who actually understands language can be confused. Right? When someone uses was instead of were, or words actually on words like irregardless. Irregardless is not a word, okay? Irregardless is not a word. The suffix, the prefix ear, and the suffix less already tells you that it's canceled out. You can say regardless, but irregardless is not a word. Oh my God, man. Just think about that show just got me upset. I'm going to go ahead and close this up, man, if I give you more show on this thing. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.